Welcome to 13 Hour Times 62. This is set number 70700. As if that doesn't sound confusing. The Space Swarmer is 86 pieces, ages 7 to 14, retails for about $11.99, and was released this year for the Galaxy Squad theme in 2013. That's not that bad for price per piece. $11, maybe $12 at 86 pieces. A little bit on the high side, price per piece, but you still get some pretty cool figures. Let's take a look at them now. Here's a look at our minifigures in the Space Swarmer set. On the left you have the Alien Bugoid. This comes in green and red in the Alien Galaxy Squad series. And on the right you have the blue Galaxy Squad sidekick, as they call it in the magazine. But it's technically a robot. And he does have a backpack he's on, so we will take that off and we'll show that to you better. Here's a better look at the new head detail. And he does have back printing. And here we have him without his jetpack on the back. Here's a better look at the alien from the back, a little bit covering with the headpiece. Here's a look at each of the weapons that we get for each figure. For the alien, it's a pretty basic one, as you've seen it many times from Alien Conquest and collectible minifigures. For the robot sidekick, we got a couple pieces to put together this really cool cannon. We get the other set that has this figure, the Star Slicer, also has the same cannon. You get one instruction booklet with this set, and you have several extra pieces, 7 of them, on this little page. And you can see what they look like right here in the green area. And let's just take a good look inside the manual. On the back you have a little index showing all the different sets in the first wave for Galaxy Squad. This is one of the first sets released, and this is what people got excited for most, because you could see the other ones in smaller pictures using the back of the instructions. Only 14 steps to build this. Here we have the box art for the set. As you can see, we have the robot in the bottom right corner, and we have the alien on the top right corner. That's customary for the Galaxy Squad sets. And on the back, we see all the different features in this set. You get to move the wings, open and close the cockpits, and you get to grab the sidekick. The rest of the box is pretty plain as far as LEGO boxes go. Before we get to the actual model, I just want to mention, this is how it looks when it's standing up, and I'll mention it later. It does get a little bit top heavy, because these pieces are very bendable, as you know from Ninjago, and from Legend of Chima. They can bend back and forth a couple times, so it makes it harder to play with and to keep those pieces intact. Even right now, it's very posable, which is good, if you want to have it standing up or leaning in. But just a word, you might have to move these pieces around and get it right so it can stand up. Let's take a look around this model in 360. As you can notice, it looks a lot like a beetle or a fly, maybe. Just a kind of insect look that the insectoids or bugoids, whatever you may call them, in this series have. You get movable wings on either side. So a couple new pieces. Speaking of which, this one. And you get those little pieces underneath that make these legs move up and down, kind of like a landing gear, but also goes with the fly look. Now I'm going to give you an overhead view. You can see it from the top. You got the cockpit, the wings. There are actually 2 sides one here. You see that little handle? And there's another handle on the other side. That's where you can put the pistol, or whatever you want to call it, laser blaster, for the alien. He sits very comfortably in here. And I like the design. They put all the sideways pieces, so it makes it a comfortable but useful cockpit. Also helps with the designs on the sides. And if you take a look in here, we can see that's a printed piece. It shows the Swarm Interceptor, which we will review sometime soon. Well, also when you look at this model from the side, you can see there are these little pink eyes that's supposed to make the beetle face. And this is where you have to manually clamp a minifigure in here. You see, like that. So it gives the impression that he's being grabbed, probably taken back, and will be vaporized. Who knows what these aliens plan to do. Here's also another view of it from the bottom. Since we got it from the top, we might as well do the bottom. I like these pieces a lot because they're nice for all these legs. And to be honest, the legs, they're a little bit not useful as far as holding up the set. You'd have to position them right because these are very bendable pieces, so they don't function as well for landing gear. That's just advice for if you're making any space models or playing with this set. It may not hold up that well. And as I mentioned before, these wings can bend back and forth. So thanks for watching, and I hope you really like this review. This is our first Galaxy Squad review from 13 Hammer Time 62. We'll see you next time.